Don't Dotty?
Hello, Dotty.
Hello, Dotty.
I prefer Dorothy, actually.
Up yours!
Up yours! So you'd like the christening to form part of the regular Sunday service?
Yes, if that's okay with you.
Fine.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Shit, you! Otherwise, it's a bit like welcoming someone into a family while everyone's in bed.
In bed, what are you saying?
We still have sex, you know.
I mean, we are very tired, but
I'm not tired.
you're not breastfeeding.
Neither are you anymore.
It was very hard!
It's been hard for me too!
Up yours!
Of yours!
Guys,
Up yours!
Of yours! Of yours!
Up yours!
Of yours!
of yours!
What a lovely fart.
Good girl. Merry Christmas, sir.
What the hell are you talking about, Hennemore? It's August the 12th.
They put the decorations up earlier every year, don't they, sir?
That may pass as brilliant societal observation in the outside world, but here at Tinsel International, incorporating British Baubles and Shiny Balls UK, it plunges our annual rush squarely into the dog days of summer. Mint julep?
Thank you very much, sir.
What the hell are you doing drinking at work, Hennemore?
Sorry, sir, I keep thinking it's Christmas.
What on earth gave you that idea? Anyway, not to worry, Hennemore, because you could cope with this job drunk.
Glad to hear it, sir.
Look at the quality of that fairy, Hennemore. She looks good enough to fuck.
Yes, sir.
As you know, we in Britain are banned from manufacturing likenesses of the female form under the Masturbatory Discouragement Act of 1969 and have to get them in from abroad. So I need you to order 12 more of those extravagant fairies to be here by 4 o'clock when Gavin Rodd, thrusting chief executive of Whoopsie's department store, Oxbridge Avenue, Central London, will be here to pick up our biggest Christmas order yet. So make sure there are 12 extravagant fairies delivered here, number 4, 1600 Avenue, by 4.
Righto, sir.
On an unrelated note, my wife, who's been staunchly pro-queer ever since she was once briefly lesbianized at Secretarial College, is an enthusiastic fundraiser for the World Homosexual Organization of Peterborough, Stevenage, India and Era. Whoopsie!
Whoopsie.
Told you to lay off that stuff. And as you can see, she's nowhere near her funding target.
But that's at the top, sir.
That's because it's so bloody hot in here. In reality, she's barely raised a bean, largely as a result of the efforts of horrible homophobes like Gavin Rodd.
Gavin Rodd of Whoopsie.
Don't be ridiculous, Hennemore. Why would Gavin Rodd join a pro-Nancy pressure group? Everyone knows he was once briefly homosexualized at Managerial College.
I mean Whoopsie, the department store.
Then why the blazes didn't you say so?
Sorry, sir.
It's all right, Hennemore, I know you're drunk. And I hate having to do business with the likes of Gavin Rodd. Anyway, forget about him. In order to make sure that Mrs. Boss's fundraiser goes with a bang, I need you to book a dozen gay dancers for the cabaret. The most extravagant ones they've got. It's an evening event, but they'll need to get there early, about 1600 hours, and the address is 1600 4 o'clock Street. I'm sure those 12 fairies will loosen the pockets of the gentlemen present, and remember to get the 12 extravagant fairies here by 4 for the homophobe. I notice you're not writing any of this down, but I expect that's because it's so simple.
Nail on the head, sir.
You're all abominations! Oh, it's that managerial college all over again.
Oh, sorry I'm late, Gavin, but I've been meaning to say a bit of broad-mindedness when it comes to other people's lifestyle. What the?
They were a man down, sir. Ooh, this thong's a bit tight.
You're watching the British Emergency Broadcasting System. Coming up later, our new topical entertainment show, Mock the Event, which may offend viewers who are affected by the event. But first, it's time for the quiz broadcast.
Hello, good evening, and scratching only makes it worse. Don't! Welcome to the show. Now, before we start, since last week, we've actually had a letter from them, saying that a lot of them apparently watch and enjoy the show. So I'd just like to say to any of them watching, leave us be! Why can't you leave us alone? So let's meet the contestants. Peter, of course, you won't know what one of them looks like.
No.
Well, let me tell you, they look just like us.
Well, of course, they used to be us, didn't they?
That's right, they used to be us. I'd also like to welcome back the lovely Sheila.
Yes.
You're not one of them, I hope, are you, Sheila?
Yes.
She can only say yes, you fools! She's been voltage calmed. I was just trying to do a joke. I was only trying to do a joke.
Is Sheila all right?
Sheila's fine, Peter. Sheila's safe. And our third contestant is a newcomer to the quiz broadcast. What's your name?
Why do you want to know?
Add on to round one. Them. Question one. What do we know about them?
Only that we fear them.
Correct. Question two. Are they trying to get in? I'll give you a clue. Sheila could have answered this one.
Yes.
Correct. They are trying to get in. They're really trying to get in. And question three. Have any of them got in?
Yes.
I'm sorry. I'm afraid the answer I've got here is that to date, thankfully, none of them have got in.
That's not the right answer.
And finally for this round, question four. Do they really feed on human flesh, or is that just a myth?
I can hear crunching.
Well, I'm afraid that's all we've got time for, because, they've got in. And back to our main story. The government has intervened to save the beleaguered lap dancing sector, which has been badly hit by the recession. Joining me in the studio is the Business Secretary.
Good evening.
People will be wondering, Secretary of State, why this industry is particularly worthy of government help.
Well, as we all know, there's a long tradition of lap dancing in this country. Paying women to strip and jiggle for our frustrated pleasure goes all the way back to some masturbating Viking, I should imagine.
Well, that's a very convincing argument. But if this industry is no longer profitable, why shouldn't it be allowed to fail? Isn't that the law of the market?
Well, I think what we've learned during the recession is that the market isn't always right. Not everything that's worthwhile makes a profit. Opera, ballet, banks, trains, car manufacture, titty dancing, the list goes on.
I see.
Did I mention titty dancing?
Yes.
Good.
But why intervene here and not with, say, Woolworths?
Look, we can't save everything, and I think lap dancing is a special case. A combination of the downturn and the emerging competition from online porn. It's free, it's easy to access, you can bookmark it. What you can do, actually, is open more than one tab, and then one-handed, you've got... Anyway, where was I? Did I mention titty dancing?
Yes.
Then you understand.
Minister, thank you. Well, there's nothing for it. Someone's got to die. If this show's to have any meaning at all, we've got to show that we're prepared to kill someone off.
What? One of us?
Oh, God, no.
What, so like, Mark?
I don't think people really know who Mark is. They'll probably have to cut to him now to illustrate it.
Well, it's going to have to be James then, isn't it? We're going to have to kill James.
Oh, yeah.
Hi, guys. Oh, I'm so happy at the moment. I feel like it'll never end.
What are you doing?
I'm talking to my best gal on Facebook.
Perfect.
What would you know about cricket?
I'm struggling. Can you give us
And you sit there and destroy everything he's worked for.
Eric is here to provide what we call extreme negative feedback.
This guy marries a girl, takes her back. Should be afraid, because bronze is brilliant.
Still to come here on BBC HD Tonight, there's more comedy to be had. Shooting Stars is here in just a few moments. And then at 11, a plan is afoot in Mongols.